All right, let's get into this.
All right.
So welcome to What We Missed, What We Skipped, the gist of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, which spin in the reverse order of how I listed them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I can't wait.
Okay, hold on, let me pause the music.
Yeah. We don't want to be drowned out.
So we'll start with Chain of Memories and then move on to 358. So Castle Oblivion is where Chain of Memories takes place, right?
Yeah.
So Sora, Donald, and Goofy end up here after the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. And so inside this building, the building's being used by a group called Organization 13. Organization 13 wants to use, they're sending Sora through this so that they can use the power of this girl named Naminé so that she can take the memories of Sora so that they can make another person that can wield the Keyblade so that they can use the Keyblade to open Kingdom Hearts and get its power, right?
I fucking hate you.
Why?
Just how that worked.
So it's a complete rehash. It's a complete rehash of, everything that happened in 1. It's Sora going through and forgetting. During all that, Naminé, while erasing his memories, is inserting herself into his memories. That's why he's like, oh, I remember this girl, and thinks that he remembers her from the island. But it's because she, thinks he's such a good person, she wants to be part of his life.
Okay.
So she had started inserting herself into his memories. But, so Organization 13 sets that up so they can make him go through it in order to, make the person to get the Keyblade so they can open Kingdom Hearts to get its power. So, this low quality image.
I love it. The transitions. Flawless.
So we meet 4 Organization 13 members in this game. There's the 4 of them. Axel, who becomes a more important character.
Shut the fuck up.
Larxene, who just uses lightning powers, and Vexen. Vexen and Marluxia. So, they're not really there to stop Sora. They're just to facilitate him to have an enemy so that he continues to press forward. So he whoops on him and beats him and everything, but he's supposed to, basically. That's about it. So they're just continuing him through. Save your questions for the end.
Okay.
There's a thing of it. So eventually they make it to the end after beating all the Organization 13 members, and Naminé starts to feel bad for what she's done to Sora.
Naminé
is fuck Organization 13 and sticks Sora, Donald, and Goofy inside an egg to give them their memories back. Basically. Puts them in this big chamber so that she can rebuild their memories.
Okay.
And that's the end of Chain of Memories. Any questions?
Okay. Did you remember this, or did you have to do research?
I remembered it.
Okay. So, Donald, Sora, and Goofy's in an egg.
Yes.
That's why they're not here for Roxas.
Yes.
They're in an egg. Okay.
Because they're in this egg. It's not an actual egg. It's just an egg-shaped chamber. But it looks like an egg. And she is rebuilding their memories so that... rebuilding their memories so they can continue their adventure and keep doing good shit. Right?
Okay.
So, we'll move on to 358 over 2 days. So, I put in the thing to talk about the timeline. So first you have Kingdom Hearts 1. And immediately after is where Chain of Memories picks up. And then 358 over 2 days takes place slightly concurrently with Chain of Memories, and is what leads into Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, 358 over 2 days takes us right up to the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. All right?
Got you. All right.
So, this is when we're introduced to Roxas. Roxas just joined Organization 13.
He's a little shitbag.
And he meets Axel, and they become friends, right? So, he's able to use the Keyblade, which is something that they need. But he is not the person they created from the memories.
Yeah.
And because he can use the Keyblade, they like that.
the stock image.
So, this is Twilight Town, and Axel and Roxas like to sit on top of the tower here and eat ice cream because they're friends.
Yeah, I remember that.
They eat saltwater ice cream, and eventually they meet Shion, who also eats ice cream with them.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like their one thing, like when they're not out doing missions for Organization 13.
They're eating
ice cream on a clock tower. Yeah.
Okay.
So Shion is the person who was created by the memories of Sora.
Yeah.
So she was created by the memories of Sora, so that they could, she could wield a Keyblade, so that they could do that. But they had Roxas, whose power was tenuous to get the Keyblade. But then she came along and was was really good at it. And as she got better, Roxas's ability to use it got a little worse. So you have both of them. Roxas has the Keyblade. He loses the ability to summon the Keyblade. But she gains the ability to summon the Keyblade. And it makes Roxas sad. But he remembers his friends. And he's not mad at Shion. He's just mad at the organization because he's worried that he'll get kicked out because he's no use to them now. And he won't be able to see his friends anymore. So, because he's basically using the power of his heart because he's doing it for his friends, Shion loses the Keyblade power. Organization 13 kicks her out. And then Roxas gets the Keyblade back. But he decides he doesn't really want to work for them anymore, because they're just so fickle. And he's like, no, she was my friend and you got rid of her. I think it's implied that they killed her because they created her, so they just destroyed her.
Yeah.
But he's like, nah, I'm defecting. Fuck you guys. I don't want it. But they don't want his power to return to Sora. And Naminé needs Roxas to bring Sora back fully. So they take Roxas and they stick him in a digital version of Twilight Town, where he gets a change of clothes, and he hangs out with all his new friends. And that's where we pick up in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Look at that fucking douche.
And that's it. Wow. That's my presentation.
That's fantastic.
Any more questions about it?
If you do not edit it to be a YouTube video by itself, I don't know what we're doing here.